Hi, welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and we're doing an immediate reaction to the Uncharted film that's out here in the UK. We went into this film, well, I went into this film with a bit of mixed feelings, being a fan of the games that has played it multiple times through. The thing I wanted to see is that whether it's a good adaptation. We've had so many games that just don't adapt well to film or TV series, and I'm happy to say it did. It's all right. What did you think?
I thought it was great. I thought it was very similar to what I remember when you were playing the game. So it had that fun factor, it had that sort of like banter between the two characters, it had all of the scrappy fighting and the really clever fighting. It had the Lara Croft Tomb Raider type Indiana Jones vibes as well. Yeah, it was an enjoyable ride. Is it the best film that's ever been made? Oh no, no, but it's an enjoyable ride.
For fans of the games that go into this worried that they're going to ruin their franchise, I think this is more of taking bits from the games that you've enjoyed, seeing that on screen, with the massive set pieces, exactly like you remember playing in the game. You'll be happy to see that they've recreated some to look exactly, but they've also done their own thing, especially the ending, which was just so much fun. Full adventure, Indiana Jones, National Treasure, Nathan Drake, mixed in.
Yeah.
I thought Tom Holland was excellent at his fighting skills, making you feel like he is the character. And we know he isn't a big game player, but this was one particular game that he did play, which obviously for researching would have made sense. Mark Wahlberg, I think, actually worked out well for this character because as Sully, his dry banter seemed to really work as that character, as we've expected to see him. But you don't get to see him with the moustache, unfortunately. But I would suggest stay until the end of the film, watch the special credit scene that comes up, and then there's a mid scene, like a post credit scene. So don't just leave. And there were quite a few people that left the cinema. I was like, haven't you learned by now? We get loads of end credits. It's the thing to do these days.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It was much better than I was expecting. There is a 20-minute slump just after the initial burst of action at the beginning. But then once the characters are together as a team, it really works well. The banter between Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, I think, is what drives this film forward. So when there isn't action, it's them kind of crisscrossing with those dialogue lines like you get in the games, which is really fun. It's not awesome, but it is much better than I was expecting.
Yes,
so
and I think it's going to do really well because we went to a fairly early showing, 6 o'clock showing, and it was pretty full.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy to see so many people out in the cinema again, giving cinema the revitalization. People here in the UK are obviously happy to go out again.
Yeah. We're done with COVID.
I looked at all the other screenings because this is the one I could get tickets for, and they're all booked fully as well. So it looks like it's going to do really well, and it looks like they're gearing up to do another film. Because how the post-credit scene, the mid-credit scene is left, leaves me thinking, oh, okay, so if it does well,
there's room for more.
Like the games, that we've had 4 games, and we're hoping maybe one day we'll get more. I don't know. Look out for a number of Easter eggs. They're really fun to see for like people that play the games, and also a cameo which will make you squeal with glee. If I was totally in a cinema screening with all the gamers, I think there would have been a lot more loud noises. I wanted to make a little noise, but it didn't seem like I was with that crowd.
Well, the people behind us really thoroughly enjoyed it and clapped at the end.
Yay!
So.
That's great. That's what you want from a film. So I'm really looking forward to what everybody else sees, especially when it comes out in the States. I hope people go and see this. It's definitely one to watch at the cinema, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's big adventure.
But it's also fine to watch if you've got a nice big TV at home. I think that will also work.
Yeah, but it'll be a few months yet. So if you're a fan of the game and you want to watch it, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
You won't be, and then you'll go home and dust off your copy and start playing the game again.
So many games are going to be sold in this. So for enjoyment factor, I would give this like 4 out of 5 Nicolas Cages, but it's not as good as that.
No.
It's like a 3.5. But because I enjoyed it and it's a popcorn escapism film for date night Friday, I think it's worth that. So let us know what you thought. Thanks so much for watching this. But most of all, until next time, remember,
live long and Tuesday.
Yeah. My eyes